There are 3 features that are hidden deep inside FL Studio that, if you know, will end up saving your life at some point. And today I'm going to cover all 3 of these and will probably end up saving millions of lives in the process. By the way guys, if you really enjoy my videos, please think about subscribing. If you end up getting bored of my videos, it's just one click to unsubscribe, but it really does help my channel out. Hidden feature number 1. This is something that's really useful when you're auditioning different sounds in FL Studio. Let's say you're going through different presets in your VST, and you're trying to find a good sound that you can use for your beat. And let's say you find a sound and you think to yourself, this might be a cool sound to use, but you're not quite sure yet. So you go ahead and quickly play something on your MIDI keyboard. And you end up really liking what you just played. It's perfect and exactly what you want. But you weren't recording and you have absolutely no idea what you just played. Luckily, there's a hidden feature right inside FL Studio called Score Dumper. Basically, FL Studio is constantly recording what you're doing, so all you gotta do is go into Tools, go into this option right here, Dump Score Log to Selected Pattern, and you can choose how long in the past you want to go back, so let's choose last 2 minutes. And there you go, what you just played over the last 2 minutes is right there for you. And this is gonna save your life if you're in a situation where you're working with an artist and you're just playing around on your keyboard trying to come up with some sort of idea. And you end up playing something and the artist turns to you and says, I want you to make a beat out of that exact thing that you just did. Otherwise, I'm going to judo chop your neck so hard that your spine's going to crack in half. Ooh. But you have no idea what you just played. This feature right here is going to end up saving your life. Hidden feature number 2. This is really helpful if you want to make more unique sounds in your beat. One of the ways that you can do this is through layering, a very common technique, which is having multiple instruments play the exact same notes at the exact same time. But it can be time consuming to take what you just made and then having to copy and paste it over multiple instruments, especially if you want to make small changes and try out different ideas. You'd have to copy and paste all these different changes over and over and over again. Luckily, to avoid all this, you can use this hidden feature right here. All you gotta do is go ahead and load up Patcher. Right click on the Patcher window and go to Add Plugin, and then go ahead and add in your first plugin. And then right click again and then add in another plugin. And I'll just separate these two out here. And there you go. All you gotta do is go into your first plugin, choose whatever sound you want to play around with. And then you go into your second plugin, and you can easily choose different sounds here and try to audition to see which one sounds the best as an additional layer. So this will definitely be something that's going to save your life in the future when you become an old person and you live by yourself. Broke because everyone else became billionaires after using Arcade and you didn't.
Probably will be a billionaire right now.
Eventually you'll end up falling over and you won't be able to use your life alert because your hands don't work.
I've fallen and I can't get up.
The reason being you've developed carpal tunnel syndrome because you've been copying and pasting MIDI notes over and over again because you didn't use Patcher to layer your instruments. This feature is going to end up saving your life in that situation. Finally, hidden feature number 3. You may have noticed this when I showed you guys this last hidden feature. This is something that people routinely ask me in the comments section, which is how I organize my plugins in these folders here. Well, to do this, what you're going to do is go into your browser, go into the plugin database section right up here. And you can do this on both effects as well as generators one by one. Just right click on whichever one you want to organize first. Go to Windows Shell menu. Most likely at this point, you're going to see a huge list of all your different plugins. What I did here was I just organized them into these different subfolders that I have here. Basically, all you got to do is create a new folder, call it whatever you want, and then you can drag your VSTs into each of these folders. And then once you have everything organized, go into your drop-down menu and then select Tree. And as you guys can see, it's going to show the folders of whatever you came up with. And this is obviously something that's going to save your life. Let's say you accidentally load up the hardest 808 into your beat you've ever heard, and the low end of your 808 is so powerful that your whole house starts to shake and collapse, and you need to quickly EQ the low end in order to save your life, but there's just so many different options here, so many plugins in your list that you're just not able to find one in time. Your roof ends up collapsing and a piece of your ceiling falls on top of you, and you realize that Ra's al Ghul was the one that planted that 808 in your hard drive because he wants to steal your beats and is willing to destroy you in order to do so. Being able to quickly find an EQ is going to end up saving your life in that very common situation that we've all been through. So those are 3 hidden features that are actually useful inside of FL Studio. If you guys have some hidden features that you'd like to share, let me know in the comment section below. Like and subscribe if you guys have enjoyed this video. The link to my free drum kit's available in the description box below. And a link to the Discord as well if you want your beats reviewed live. I do that every 2 weeks. And I will see you guys next time.